Alright, what's going on YouTube? Fishing with Drew Outdoors, and I'm out on another pond. What's the exact same pond that I've been coming to lately, getting some luck. But today's video is going to be a little different. I want to basically explain what I'm doing, what I'm using, and what I kind of, when I look at a pond, like what might work, what might help me out today. And since I know there's fish inside this pond, I'm gonna go ahead and use the same location. But first things first, you always want to look for laydowns. Laydowns could be like trees in the water, brushes in the water. If you come across a lake or a pond that has like lily pads, stuff like that. A lot of grass in the water, that's good too. Fish like to get up against trees that are inside the water, deep inside the grass where they make their beds. Also, they love to be around rocks when it's hot, also when it's cold, and just structure general inside the water is what they like. Another thing is to also look at the pond from end to end. Which way is the water running? So I know you can't see it, but it runs from this way, and the flow of the current is coming towards this end over here. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, the current might be pushing the fish, it might not, but to me, I'm gonna start in this back corner. Also, what am I gonna use? Okay, so I got 3 baits tied on. One of them is a lipless crankbait. The reason why I chose this color is because the sun is out. It's about 82, 85 degrees right now. The sun is out, and I always experience lighter colors work for days like this. Like, it's not overcast, it's not cloudy, nothing like that. And the reason why I went with the lipless crankbait, you could use a spinner bait, searching bait. Basically, you could use a spinner bait, you could use a crankbait, chatterbait, things in that nature. But I always like fishing a lipless crankbait, especially the spring's about to come, where it's gonna start changing right before the summer. The weather's still kind of beautiful during the spring, and it's not that hot. It's a little windy here and there, but I'm gonna go with this one though. And when it's cloudy, in my mind, I will go with a darker color, like a red, or maybe that orange striking that I used the other day. But doesn't mean that they don't work during the sunny days like this also, but that's just what I'm going with. And when I say that I use baitcaster, this is a baitcaster reel. It's a 7:1:1 gear ratio, and it's a 6-foot 10-inch rod. It's a carbon blue made by Lew's speed stick. And when I say that I have a leader tied on, it's basically 2 lines tied together. So like, if you see this knot right here, this is a double uni knot. So basically on this one, this is braid line right here, a lot more thicker. The threading is a lot stronger, and this is a fluorocarbon. The reason why I want a leader is because I want the full effect while I'm fishing this bait on fluorocarbon line, but I want something strong to be the backbone. So that's why I have 30-pound braid tied with a double uni knot with about maybe a good 2 feet leader. It might be a little too long, but I want to do it like that because when I switch out my baits, I still have a lot more slack to use. So I have this one searching bait. This is what I'm gonna use. Like I said, you could use a spinner bait, you could use crankbaits, you could use all sorts of that type of bait, but I'm going with the spinner, with the lipless crankbait, and I'm going with the lighter color because it's a bright sun. Maybe even like something real shiny like a chrome might do good, or even gold. That's why I said possibly a spinner bait, but me, I like fishing the lipless crankbait, so that's why I'm going with this one. Next, I have tied on a jig. It's like a stand-up jig. So when this is basically a slow bait, something that's going to be at the bottom of the water, and you're just going to drag it along the edge. The reason why I went with the jig is because it's compact, it's ready to go. All I got to do is tie it on, put on the trailer bait at the end, and do the rest. This is actually made by Rage Tail. What is it? Craw bait. I forgot the actual name of it, but I'll leave it in the description. I know it's made by Strike King though. Here we go, right here. This is the structure bug and the California craw. Now again, lighter colors or your natural colors. This is a green pumpkin and the California craw, so it's like a green with the dark red with the red flakes in it. And I'm going with that color also just because it's sunny again. Now in my mind, when it's cloudy, dark, stuff like that, you normally go with dark colors. And this is also from what I've seen other professionals do. People that I watch on YouTube, they go with darker colors when it's cloudy outside. But when it's real light, you could go with natural colors. So that's why I'm going with the green pumpkin. This is a mop jig made by Strike King. Got the rattles on the side. That's what I mean by compact. Like, I don't have to set up a whole flipping and pitching setup or like with a punch skirt or anything like that. It's already ready to go. I just put on the trailer, got the hook already ready to go. So that's why I love fishing jigs. This is actually what caught me my personal best, was a jig. So that's why I'm going with that. And this is going to be set up on my KVD, Team KVD Quantum reel. This is a 7:3 to 1 gear ratio, real nice. And then I got a Berkleys rod where it's a 7-foot medium heavy. And then with this setup, I have straight braid line, no leader at all, just because this is going to be dragging along the bottom. I want to make sure I have something strong to, if it gets caught up or anything like that, or I'm going through a lot of grass, a lot of structure, I'll be able to really get my bait out basically and retrieve it a lot better. Fluorocarbon is pretty strong too, but you'll have to go with a stronger, like a 20 pound and up. But fluorocarbon seems to break off a lot easier with me, so that's why I choose braided line. And the braided line that I use is actually the Power Pro 30 pound, as you see, 30 pound test. That's what I go with. And then my last bait that I have, also another bottom bait that drags, is my shaky head. The shaky head is made by Big Bites baits. It's a 1/4 ounce head and it has a swivel right here. Oh, it has actual what is it, like a little funnel. Let me take it out to show you. As you see, it turns to locks in a little bit better. I forgot what it's called though, but it has that to hold on the bait a lot longer. And then all you do, you connect it like that, and then you see where the hook is gonna end up, so you kind of move the bait just a little bit for it to slide on perfect like that, and there goes your setup. This trick worm is made by Zoom. It's in the green pumpkin black flakes with the charteus on the tail, and that is on my spinning setup, my Abu Garcia spin setup. And this is also with the leader 10 pound leader fluorocarbon as well. I want something like that so I could feel a lot more of the bottom, and I have the leader on, so yeah, basically I could feel what's going on down there, but at the same time still have something strong like the braided line as the backbone. And this is my Black Max Super Combo spinning rod, 6 foot 6 inch medium power. So yep, this is my setup though, and this is what I'm going with. The shaky head, you could do a Texas rig, Texas worm, or you can do anything in that nature, something real slow crawling. Worms work real good, also known as Cincos. That's what they're called. So, and then I got a bunch of different tackle in here that I can use, but these are the Zoom's trick worm watermelon chartreuse. I think I said green pumpkin, but it's watermelon chartreuse with the chartreuse on the tail. And this is just what I'm going with. This is known as a Cinco though, plastic worms. But this is a bag that I got at Bass Pro. They're called the Stickos, but same thing as a Gary Yamamoto Cinco. And this is your green pumpkin. You could do this instead of the shaky head, but I'm going with the shaky head, and that's just what I'm gonna use. Again, I'm going with this color something with the chartreuse, a little bright, to get their attention a little bit more. And all you do is basically, I'm gonna show you how you would fish it, how I fish it, and go from there. Hopefully I hook up with some fish, and I hope this kind of showed you a little bit of what I think and what I'm gonna be using. And if you happen to only have one rod, one reel, that's fine. You could change out these different baits, go with something that can work for all these setups. So I'm not telling you to go buy 3 or 4 rods and have them set up different. That's up to you, but this is what I do. So, and also you can find cheap baits at Walmart, Bass Pro, Academy, Dick's Sporting Goods, or whatever's around you. I'm pretty sure you can find something that's not too expensive. So let's get out on the water though. Hopefully I hook up with some fish, and I'm gonna show you how I fish these and where I throw these at and stuff in that nature, and go from there. So stay tuned.